Want to just do that if we can stand, and I'd like to do a pledge if you don't mind. I'll go ahead and start. I pledge of allegiance
to the flag
of the United
of the United States of America
Republic
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I know that's logistically a little bit more difficult, but I think it's important to start with that anyway. I'll do a roll call, please. Mr. Diebold.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Beckham.
Yes.
Mr. Hauk.
Yes.
Mr. Freeman.
Here.
Mayor, I am here. Mr. Kamer, not. Moving on to item 2, approval of the minutes of November 19th, 2019. I trust you all got it before, and if there's any corrections or additions. If not, I'll move approval.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. Number 3, Administrator's Financial Report.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shelley Goodrich. I'm the Deputy Finance Director for the City of Akron. Before you, which was sent out, was the January 1st through June 30th finance report. We will go ahead and do one through September. It'll probably go out by the end of October, but we're still settling up revenue and expenses through the end of September. You guys can see through the end of June, your income tax was $1,749,698.50. You can see expenses, the administrative expense, miscellaneous expenses, income tax sharing, refunds for a total of $173,888.28. We have not paid the bond principal yet. That's normally paid in the fourth quarter, so you will not see that reflected until the fourth quarter finance report. I did want to give you guys an update of where you stand as of today. I just pulled up you guys' collections. You guys are at a little over 2.7 million right now. You're up 2.94% over last year. So with a change of, you're up $77,000, a little over $77,000 over last year at this time. So while the city of Akron has seen a tax decline, 3 out of the 4 JEDDs are trending positive at this point in the year. So that is good news. So does anyone have any questions?
Okay. Moving on to item 4, a resolution and annual budget authorizing purchases.
You also see before you resolution number 2020-1. This is authorizing the annual budget for the JEDD, tax collection administrative expense of $28,000, forms, office supplies, and stationery of $500, mailing and postage expenses of $500, and the annual financial audit of $5,000 for a total budget of $34,000.
Shelley, I have 2 questions. One, what is typically that bond principal that's going to be paid in the fourth quarter? Is there a rough amount that you know?
Yeah, let me pull it up. I apologize. Okay. I should have had that handy. I can tell you. Just bear with me. And let me see. There's too many numbers. I can't keep them all on the top of my head. So taxation. All right, momentarily, I'm opening the spreadsheet. So it's about 1.3 million.
Okay.
Last year it was 1.278. It does fluctuate a little bit, so I would estimate it's going to be around a little less than 1.3 million.
When do those end? Any idea?
I do not know that. I mean, Steve is really,
all right,
more in tune with the bond payments, but I believe that my understanding is that the JEDD bond payments are ending here within the next couple of years.
Okay, I'll get a final date and let you know after this, and we can add it onto the record just so you have an idea of when those bond payments are ending. So I would make a motion that for acceptance of the annual budget and appropriations for the Development District Board.
Second.
Second.
I'm sorry, I didn't ask if there was any questions about it. They're pretty
said-
standard, I think, every year on that. Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. Next on the meeting is, or next on the agenda is our next meeting. I was gonna roughly set tentatively a year from now as a rough date, if that is acceptable to all of you. If not, I'm more than willing to take suggestions.
That's fine.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Let me get an exact date, just so we have something to put into the minutes. This is a Wednesday. I'm gonna say it says October 6th, if you guys are all okay. So we'll say October 6th, 2021.
That sounds good.
All right, it'll be tentative too, as whether it's virtual or not. Hopefully we are back together meeting in person, but if not, we'll just say, we'll make that determination based on maybe over the next 6 months of whether it's going to be virtual or not. So we'll put that date out and kind of go from there. So,
Mayor,
yes, ma'am.
real quick, I emailed Steve and he said 2022 is the last year for the bond payment.
Okay, well, that's good news. So
Mhm.
that helps everybody. So just so we know for sure. So.
Yep.
Okay, next on the agenda is the adjournment, unless there's any questions or issues to go from there.
You know anything about Gardner Pie expanding or?
I haven't had an update. Have you tell me, have you heard something that they are?
I heard they purchased that other parcel.
I think that was even a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Well, I know they had first right of refusal. I don't know if
Yeah.
they,
Let me do this. Let me find an update from Economic Development and get back to you, and then I'll notify the district. I don't know whether something is in negotiations with them or not, so whether I can go too far, but I'll definitely let you know whether there are plans for expanding or not and what it may look like. And until it may come together and something is signed, I would just ask that we don't say anything just yet. And hopefully it is, but I'll find that answer here in the next, today or tomorrow and let you know for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a question about the bond payment that you just mentioned.
Yes, sir.
That's for the construction of the sewer and water.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Historic,
years ago.
whatever they did. And once those bonds start to roll off, obviously it helps the district because we don't have to pay it anymore.
Right.
So it works out pretty good. This is the fruition of the investment from 20 years ago, and here we are. So I think it's obviously a good thing that these are starting to roll off. So.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, well, listen, hopefully you all staying safe and staying productive and have a good holiday if we don't see you before then, but I would make a motion for adjournment.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
By those opposed, same sign. Ayes have it. So thank you all. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mayor.
See you guys.
Thank you.